Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today we are hosting a design battle. 3 experts here with me and with James will be working simultaneously using different tools to build a model out of a surprise brief. The battling against each other will be Enes working with AI, Kasia working in Revit, and Olaf working in Rhino. The goal of this battle is super simple. Is recreate a design as accurately and efficiently as possible within a limited time frame. So in a moment, as the guys know, I will be showing an image of furniture, and your task will be to recreate a 3D model out of this furniture as faithfully as possible using the software that you chose. The output has to be a 3D model with real dimensions. You have 20 minutes for the first phase, and the first participants to produce a complete and convincing version will technically win the round. However, there are 4 criteria that will be taken into account: time, accuracy, cleanliness, and flexibility to change. And the second round of this battle, you will have 10 minutes to make a design change that we will also let you know then. So I'll be showing the image.
You have to share the screen.
This is the furniture that you have to create. I can see already laughing.
Wait, I
Can
don't
you see?
your Oh yeah.
I don't see it.
I don't see it as well.
Yeah, I need to click on the top tab. Jesus.
Yeah, I need to select Loin's screen on the top.
Guys, ready? I'm gonna stop sharing,
Okay, I don't
and
have
I will put in the chat.
No, wait.
Second.
Okay, put it in chat. That would be nice. Sorry.
Let me stop sharing, and let me put this picture in the chat. Okay, tell me if you can open the image and you can see the image.
Oh.
Yeah? Can you see the image?
Yeah, I can see the image.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Kasia?
Yes.
Okay, so can we start? I'm gonna say...
Where is this?
Yeah, can we start?
Chat.
Wait. When Kasia's ready. Enes, hands
I'm
up.
ready.
Safe.
I'm also ready.
Ready, guys?
Safe.
Kasia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think I have. Okay.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, can we start? Sorry, I'm still not clear.
Wait.
Okay, I have it.
Okay. 3.
Let me think.
2, 1, start.
All the best.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck.
This in Revit. Nice.
I'll be saying the times so you guys feel a bit of pressure.
By the way, the image is JF. So
If Enes says he's done, I'll be out of here.
No, that's all good. Interesting. Okay. It's difficult, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more difficult than I thought.
In 20 minutes.
You can do, guys. As
Yeah,
Oh.
in Grasshopper might be easier, but
I see Olaf is going for subDing Rhino. This is gonna be
are
easy
you
for
changing the
Olaf.
screens
Yes.
or no?
Okay.
And this is almost done, I guess. Oh my god.
Shit, is Anna's almost done?
No, I was just, to be honest, I had to convert the image to JPEG because the platform that I'm using, it doesn't recognize the JFIF.
Oh yeah.
No. But yeah, let's see. Mm,
5 minutes in, guys.
no, no.
You can do this. You can do this.
Yeah, in a cool.
In a day.
We need some battling music at the
In the background, yeah.
background. Yes.
Some anime songs.
Yes.
Mm,
Oh,
I'm
there
also
he comes, the
curious.
first generation from Ennis.
Waiting. It got stuck though, but let's see. Am I allowed to use different platforms or only one platform?
You are allowed to use any platform you want.
Okay, let's do that.
You can. He wants to do more. He wants to do more.
Oh my. Try this one. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay.
You are allowed to use Rhino inside, but just the tools within Revit.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, look at
let me
Ennis.
think. Okay, then I'm doing differently.
What?
Okay.
Not very smooth actually, but something.
Don't tell
Okay.
me
No,
Anna's
but
is
there
done
is
already.
something. Very, very nice. Wow.
Thank you.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
This is more difficult than I thought, guy.
As close as
So-
possible. Doesn't need to be completely the same.
Okay.
This. Poteco Island. You should have turned the Rhino insert earlier. But they can use generate the curves.
Yeah. No?
Okay.
I think so.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, then it's fine.
And she will be done in 5 minutes.
I mean, to be honest, I'm done.
Really?
But
Let
yeah.
me see.
Even
Damn.
with like the curves and lines.
Is that the first
mean-
iteration?
As a first iteration, I'm trying a different model now.
Wow.
But it's not
Nice.
perfect, by the way. Huh? Let's see another thing. I'm gonna try something else as well.
Waffle is looking pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not using much grasshopper though.
Okay, still opening. Ah, it's here. That's what. Okay.
How much time you have more?
It's almost 10 minutes in.
Oh.
It's almost to
And
50%. Yes.
Okay.
And this is technically done, but we will see in the accuracy how it
Yeah,
works.
And can I create curves or not? Or not?
Yeah, you can do anything you want there.
Okay. Then
Almost halfway through.
Yeah.
it's better actually.
Dead silent.
Let them concentrate. I'm impressed with the AI. Look at that.
Right. I think this is better.
Ten minutes. Halfway.
oh,
Let's put the pressure a little bit.
Yes.
I'm curious about all of them. To be honest, I would never model this in Rhino.
I'm also impressed by myself. I don't use Rhino normally. I only use Grasshopper actually.
No, but you're doing well with the sub-D.
Yeah, but now it's a translation to the curves, huh?
okay. Let's do this.
Ooh.
Hmm. Okay, so enhancing makes me better results. Okay.
Oh, that's a tricky one.
I mean, I think modeling this in Revit is painful
Yeah.
as it is.
I'm glad I'm on this side of the table.
Yeah, well, no, it is possible, but not in 20 minutes. Sorry, guys.
Curves part, it's really
Okay.
I have no idea how I'm gonna do that.
Don't worry,
Curves part?
as close
Do you
as
need some-
possible.
Do you need some tips from here?
And,
Are you
and,
done already, Anna?
Enes is free to help now.
To help now.
Jump in another team.
Oh,
Mm,
I see. Um,
How much time do we still have?
6 minutes left.
okay.
Left. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Oh, I see. Olaf now
5
is
minutes, guys.
Olaf is going for
Sorry.
the contour. Nice.
I'm curious about the design change.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh,
I
oh,
don't have a.
nice.
Mine's stuck now. Okay.
I also hope my grasshopper is not gonna freeze at one point. That would be a shame. Huh.
Four minutes. It is also a completely different workflow than what you guys are used to. We're just used to usually to facades and
Yeah.
Mhm.
Generating 1 second. Okay.
I'm not sure if that comment helped.
Maybe we should have done it with facade. Yeah.
3 minutes.
Nah, I'm just starting.
At some point, I think it would be nice, let's say, like we upload on YouTube and people in the comments, they choose the next battle
Mm.
modeling
Yeah,
topic,
that's
you
a
know?
good one.
Okay.
Man, these curves. I have no idea how to do these curves.
I
What
cannot,
is the logic?
can people
No,
give tips?
No.
No?
no.
No.
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay.
Of course.
No, it's looking good actually. What curves do you mean? Sorry, I cannot.
You cannot. You cannot.
No? Okay.
Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself.
Okay. Curves.
But it's looking good, no?
Yeah, it looks pretty
I
good.
think it's the best I can do in this short time
Okay.
frame.
2 minutes.
Oh,
Which one
Okay.
should I choose?
at least I have a frame.
What should you choose?
I think
This
so,
one is
so it's
fine.
not a tip, it's just a comment. The other chair. I mean, the right way would be contour, but the other one is not exactly a contour, you know? Like the steel, it's not like slicing in on the frame. That's why it's a bit difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, we cannot talk about it, but I mean, it's slicing a bounding box, right? Instead
Yeah.
of organic
We can
shape.
talk about in the next.
Okay. Okay.
portion.
I will await the design change.
1 minute, Kasia.
Oh,
My. Okay.
What you can do in the design change is you can also maybe continue and then make the design change if you can.
I'll continue. At least there's something.
It's done. It's done. Pens down. And now I will give you the design change. You will have 10 minutes for it. So you need to make a dimension change to the chair. So the back seat needs to be elongated by 100 mil and the seat lowered by 50 mil.
Wait. Sorry. So, can you say that one more time?
The back seat.
Oh, but I'm not
Needs
looking
to-
your screen. Are you sure?
No,
sorry.
no, I'm
Yeah,
not
okay.
sharing.
Okay.
So the back
It's just
seat of your
explanation.
chair, needs to be increased by 100 mil in height, and the seat needs to be lowered by 50 mil. You can start.
Okay.
Interesting.
this is gonna be interesting. Yeah.
Okay. No. Meters.
My workflow is. Yeah.
Wait, I'm also not working on skill actually. Okay, so your seat needs to be higher 5 centimeter.
Lower by 5 centimeter.
Yeah, okay. And then what is it? The rest, the back parts, 10 centimeter
10.
higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, design change for 3D modeling software is a bit easier.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's good that it shows the pros and cons of each platform. This is fun.
Oh.
Me, most of the time is waiting.
Yeah.
No. Mhm. Okay.
And is it still waiting?
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
Ash is working on adaptive components.
Yeah, I'm trying to recreate it, but it's a bit more difficult. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
I'll get what I want.
How much time we have?
10 minutes.
Oh, huh?
5,
Is that
no?
10 minutes? You started with 10, no?
Let's start with 10.
Yeah, that's correct. Sorry. Because then we have 5 minutes for the conclusion of this round.
Okay, so 5 minutes, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will I get with this one? Oh,
I also hope my grasshopper is not going to crash, so I will just save in the meantime.
Just in case.
Okay. Hmm.
3 minutes.
Oh, damn.
Oh, he actually worked for Ennis.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
But I need to model this.
Wow.
That's the tricky part.
That's
Okay.
nice.
Yeah. Reduce quality. Centimeters.
Oh.
In the meantime, if I do the same.
no.
Yeah. Okay.
Cannot give a tip to Kasia either, right?
Yeah. No, sorry. I don't know how to build it. But you could give a tip if you.
1 minute.
Pressure, pressure. AI is generating. Let's see,
Yes.
Olaf. Ooh, some red.
Yeah, red doesn't make good, huh?
I feel pressured. I don't know why, but there is a bit of tension here in me. Like, oh my
Are you
goodness.
are you also doing
Ah.
it simultaneously? Yeah, let me try it again.
It's done, guys.
Time
Hands
is
up.
up.
Time is up.
Ooh,
It's
look
It's
at that.
over.
It's
Okay.
over. So you can put your designs on the screen,
No, nothing.
and
Poor Revit.
we can, yes, we can jump to the next one.
Okay. Next
Next call.
meeting.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
The criteria was time. I think, what do you think, James? Time?
So time-wise for this, I think AI for sure.
Okay. Accuracy?
Rhino. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
And
yeah.
the third,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah,
Sorry.
cleanliness. Cleanliness.
I would say Rhino, but AI also did very well about geometry. I mean, because it tried to follow the exact JPEG. I think with a little more time, Rhino could be more clean geometry-wise.
You mean AI?
Rhino actually. So Rhino, you can actually be very exact to the JPEG, but you need a little more time. Yeah, cleanliness.
Also, if I may, like, what do you define by cleanliness?
Yeah,
Because I think you can it can have many different definitions.
yeah,
Yeah, I believe that it would be more related to the easiness of someone else coming into your model and make changes to it. How
Okay.
easy would it be to someone that has not seen your work or seen your workflow be able to actually work with that specific model? Like it's not broken, it's not open.
Rhino.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then Rhino. Yeah.
Rhino.
Okay. And the final one is flexibility to change.
Well, I think Rhino, because of the algorithm, you have more control. But AI is growing. AI, like I was impressed when with the seat, the back seat change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was quite good actually. It was only the back seat, like if you go back and forth between the two images, you actually changed only that part,
Yeah.
which is something impressive for AI. Because sometimes AI changes everything, and now
How
you,
did you do it actually, NS? Like, did you paint it over it and then you
Yeah,
uploaded
but
a new image?
I did paint it a bit, but I also gave him the ANet prompt. I don't know if you
Yeah.
can see my screen, but yeah, I
Yeah.
just had to increase it
Wow.
like 10 centimeters, and yeah, it was actually quite good. So this was I painted, by the way. So it was a quick sketch
yeah.
on
I
top
wa-
of it. So
I
yeah.
was gonna say I was holding myself because in Photoshop you have the warp. You can just distort the image.
Yeah, all true actually. Yeah, true.
So I was thinking about
could have put
distorting,
on as
but
well.
the sketch was smart. It's easier.
Yeah, it's easier. Yeah, in that sense. Yeah.
My question though with the AI model that
Mhm.
comes out of it is if
Mm.
we put this in Rhino, for example, would it
Mhm.
have a good dimension? Would it be easy to work with? Because in the
I
end
mean,
of the day, like we would need to, if we were
yeah.
working in a real workflow.
No, to be honest, not, because in the end, AI is also this all model is a mesh, right? It's most
Yeah.
probably it's also very heavy, not heavy, but it's like, let's say, it's not editable as easy as if it's like a surface or a sub-D.
Yeah.
In that sense, this would be only if you have, let's say, what I to find a workflow for this. As let's say you are doing some renders and you like some furniture, but you don't want to spend so much time just because it's just going to be part of the furniture in the render, or I don't know, like just like a small piece of the image. Then I think this is the way to go, because you don't need to change. In the end, just keep it there, and then you have the material itself. We don't see the meshes because you have texture. Because I was also doing the textures here, so it gives some kind of depth to it.
Yeah.
But for like, let's say, for working more on that, it's definitely not there. I must say it. Yeah.
So if we just go back to the criteria that we were discussing, so time was AI, so 1 point for AI, correct? Accuracy was Rhino. Cleanliness, was it Rhino or was it Revit? Sorry, Rhino or AI?
Yeah, but, I think Rhino. From what you explained, from what is cleanliness, I think
Cleanliness.
Rhino would be the one too. It depends.
And the
Cleanliness, I think it's a bit of a mixed.
It's quite subjective,
Yeah.
right?
Can I also
And
get some points from there?
Yeah.
No.
You can.
0.5.
And flexibility to change.
All right.
Yeah, Rhino.
Okay.
But AI
So
is
I
growing.
believe,
Actually, the one of the purpose of AI is also to have that flexibility to change, right? So it
yes.
also depends.
I
It will
think
be.
like,
Right.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking, because like it is, if you talk about flexibility, or like the cleanliness of like AI, if like NS is making like a meshed model online, then it's almost that you need to like hand over the whole workflow, the whole process to someone
Yeah.
else, and only then that person can duplicate it. Right? That's also a completely different process than with
Yeah.
Rhino or like Revit, I would
Yeah.
also say.
Yeah, I would as well. I agree.
Yeah.
I think then it's a bit clear who is the winner. So Rhino, it's the winner for this round. Congratulations. And I wanted just to quickly go through the workflow of Revit. I think it's good to point out that for conceptual phases and conceptual brief, Revit is very, very inflexible. There are lots of ways that we can work with. Like Kasia tried to work 100% in Revit. You did a little bit of Rhino inside there as well, but trying to be as true to Revit as possible. I was wondering, the tip was if we could do it massing, but I guess that still it's a bit inflexible there. So if we were in a,
To be honest, if I would have, I think it's possible. I just would need more time to think about it, how to do it. But I think it, with like a additional time to just see the image, there is a work for to do it quicker.
Yeah.
so is it
Just,
then
yeah.
is it then correct to say that Revit in this case would take longer to do a conceptual exercise on it?
To test some workflows, but I think it will definitely be slower than Rhino, and with Rhino it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, and AI, that's AI. But with Revit,
What would be
it's what it was. You really need to think about how to create the profiles, how to connect it. But there's need more more time needed to think about how to build it.
And so for you, for example, Kasia, you think because Revit, the main difficulty with the main challenge was time. And Ines and Olaf, what do you think was the main challenge in this exercise that you did? You can start, Olaf.
For me, the main challenge, I'll also switch to my screen actually. I don't know if it's actually being shared at the moment. Oh wait, this is not my screen. Can you see my screen actually?
Yeah.
Ah. What I find the most challenging actually, because in Rhino you can work with sub-D. So like the main shape, I think in this instance was relatively simple to make. But then the difficult part is like giving it a texture. So like that curve pattern on the surface of the furniture object follows a certain rhythm. And I think in order to replicate that rhythm, I think that's quite a difficult one. So like I didn't get like much more further than to use a sort of like counter function. Where you define a certain direction. In my case, it was the X direction and the Y direction, just like the main two axes. And there I can use the curves and just like project it on the furniture object itself. But that's about it. But like if you see the actual image, you see that well, once again, it follows a certain rhythm, and that was for me by far the most challenging, I think, in order to do. So that's a bit
Okay.
my take on it.
And I think also it's important to point out that you guys have not seen this picture before.
No.
You had no idea that it was going to be a chair. And
No.
usually you're not doing products. You're
Yeah.
doing facades. You're doing mostly facades, right? You guys like do a lot of paneling and etc. So this was completely outside of the comfort zone.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to know that it's like you said, it's like also Kasia said, it's possible, but under the time that you guys were given, is not knowing the brief is quite challenging. What about you, Ines? What do you think? Or everything was easy for you? Because you looked like you were surfing
No,
an
I mean,
easy
to be,
wave there.
it was, I mean, maybe because I'm a bit more in, let's say, the platforms, I know what to expect. For me, the challenging part was for sure the output, because you cannot predict what's going to be the output, and you don't know if it's going to be correct. And because there's also a certain capacity that these tools have right now. As James said, maybe in the future is going to be better, more clean, more, let's say, yeah, more crisp and all those kind of things. But being a bit able to change and have the exact what you had before, I think this is maybe the biggest challenge. Because in the end, I just put the image, generate it, and I had to wait. In the end, I'm not like trying to figure out how to make it and how to build the algorithm or how Olaf is doing or how Kasia is doing. For me, that's the easiest part, that I just click and wait.
Yeah.
But that has their own, let's say, disadvantages, because you don't have control on that. It's more like what the AI is generating. So that's the challenge that actually we are facing, not only with modeling, but also with images. So the consistency in AI is not in the level that we want to be still, especially in the field that we always try to change, iterate, design options, and all these kind of different kind of phases that we have in a project. It's good for small things, just to like, have, as I said, as an example, like renderings, like I want this furniture to be in my renders. Yeah, it's great because you don't lose time to find that, then try to model it. Or again, try to search online. So that helps a lot in the sense, you save time. But when it comes to a bit more specific or product ways, I think that's the biggest challenge right now, like how to scale that part.
And in terms of because we discussed what were the challenges that you guys faced, what were the aspects of the tool that helped you to build what you built? And I, like in your case, for example, Kasia, if you would have had more time, are there any things that you would have done, any other tools that you would have used to be able to build this? Like we talked about the massing, for example,
Yeah.
you saw that you tried the adaptive components at the end. Any other things that you think would have helped you within this workflow in Revit?
Now, Jen need to set up work environment, because I will need probably would try it with a massing, but I will need to prepare more a better workflow for it. and identify all the curves that I need to do to build it. That's one.
Okay. So the challenge and the solution there, then you're saying, would be focusing on the curves, if you would want to do this.
Yeah, for the profiles.
Okay. And what about you, Olaf? What are the tools or and nodes that you use that helped you to build?
Yeah, so like I said before, so I use the sub-D tooling. Yeah, so I think for the main shape, I think that's very intuitive and it works really good. I think from then it's more like rationalizing the geometry. Yeah, so I think from that sub-D geometry, I somehow need to get those lines accurate. Perhaps I would almost use AI at that point, such to generate a sort of like line texture and somehow manage to wrap it around the sub-D element. Because I think what I would look into, like in terms of research, I think I would look some certain tools that can like unwrap the whole element, the whole geometry, that it puts it on a flat surface. Then then we need to see how we can project the lines correctly. And I think I might use AI to generate those curves. Because I think what's also the nice thing of doing all this in Rhino, like once you're there, like once you have those curves properly mapped, you can also go into more like the CNC process, because there's a lot of plugins, tools, and workflows in order to go from this workspace environment to actually go to machinery, like how to actually assemble it. There's a lot of links that you can make. So it is because I just thought about it, and I think it's interesting to also use AI in here. Of course, now we are like very fixed to our domain, like Rhino, Revit, and AI.
Yes.
But I think in the end, of course, it should be like a hybrid workflow that has the best results. But yeah, so for me, if I would have more time, I would really look into how to map those curves, because making the main shape is relatively easy, and also how to change it. You can also do it in a grasshopper way. I might look into that as well. I'm quite curious actually, but you can also just do the sub-D within Rhino itself. Yeah, so that's my part on it.
Okay. What about you, Enes?
Yeah, I think I would definitely, I mean, because also the tools that I tested were the free tools, and it's not like the free versions. I know that for example, the website that I was using, it's a 3D AI. For example, they have also paid version where you can actually have much more quality and high resolution meshes, and which I haven't tried, to be honest. So maybe that would help to really achieve that crispness that it was missing in the AI generated model. But as I said also previously, it's just iteration process. So it's not like a controlled build. So there's not so much things that I can do or we can do in that sense until these models get better. So we are just in the transition modes. And I know that the images are with AI still very high quality. But I feel like with AI in architecture, in the 3D modeling, is still not in the place that it should be. But I'm definitely optimistic that this will come as well soon, and then we can have much more control and much more, better results.
Nice. And I have a final question for all of you guys. James, jump in as well. As we all know, the thing that we struggle the most is the actual workflow and transitions between software. Revit to Rhino, Rhino to Revit, and now AI also incorporated in these workflows. In your guys' opinion, now thinking of all the software that you guys have knowledge, because for example, Kasha also you really good in Rhino and in Grasshopper as well. You're representing Revit today, but in different circumstances you are also using Rhino, NS as well, and NS also uses Revit. So we are also always transitioning from one software to another. So the question is, in terms of workflow, and if we talk about a concept phase that we needed to go, let's say if it's indeed a product, we are building a chair, because then it's easier to think about the workflow. If we needed to go from the conceptual phase to a design change to then prototyping, in your guys' opinion, what would the tools that you personally would use?
Can I start? And then
Go for it.
because actually what I was gonna say my regarding the challenge also answers this question, because I think end of the day the software is it's like a physical tool, like literally like a physical tool. So let's say you're building a house, you need, like, let's say a jigsaw, you need a screwdriver, you need tools to build a physical thing, right? And there's the right tool to do something. So if you need to screw something, you need a screwdriver. You cannot do it with the knife, for example. You can still do some things with other tools. Let's say your tool broke, and then you're like, okay, I need to do something. You will get something, and then just to finalize for the day, and then you're gonna get your tool fixed. I think software is the same. So in this case, this chair, it's an organic chair. It's more of a sub-D inclined, like towards kind of modeling. So Rhino will be the best way. Revit is still possible. I'm not saying that other softwares is not possible, but in a work environment, in a fast pace, you need to go for just say, okay, this is the right tool, that let's use this. So for some modeling, especially 3D modeling, there is the right one. So in other case, if we go for another challenge, let's say for a facade detail, and then maybe Revit will be the best one. So I think it all depends on the modeling exercise. So some geometries, Rhino will be best. Some geometries, Blender will be best. Let's say if we go to car industry, Alias will be the best, even though you can still achieve with Rhino and other softwares. But I think there's always the right one depending on the geometry itself, like the type of surfaces, if it's a double curved, single curved. And by finding the right tool, I think you have better results and faster results also. So it's more efficient, I would say, in a daily basis. So when you ask, like, what would be the right tools, it depends. I think it depends on what we need to achieve. I don't know.
Maybe to add on that, because I think I fully agree with what you're saying. So I think because like for every sort of like scope, like of stuff that you want to do, there is an appropriate tool, I would say. But I think that appropriate tool personally also depends on how comfortable you are with that tool. Right?
Totally.
So I think it's a little bit of both. That you can say in a very objective way, okay, sub-D, use Rhino, don't use Revit. But I think it's also, I mean, if you're super comfortable in Revit, you could almost replicate it in Revit as well. And so I do fully agree with you, but I also think there's a little bit of a factor of like how adequate a person is within a certain software, and that might shift the field a little bit on like which tools are then right for that person to use for the specific project.
And if I may add, because what you say really resonates with the workflow that I usually work. So I do mostly technical part of the building. And that is always a little bit of tension, because a lot of people know, but some people might still want to work in AutoCAD for the details and not in Revit because they feel more comfortable in AutoCAD. So what I would like to add is I agree with you totally. That really depends. And also it depends on the resource that you have in the team. And it's indeed sometimes more effective to do something in a different software that the person feels more comfortable. But I also believe that there is a little bit as well of a bit of almost kind of a fear to try something new, like detailing in Revit, for example. Who has been detailing in CAD can do to such a high standard that sometimes there is a feeling that in Revit the graphics are not up to that point. But we can get to that point. It's just setting up, it takes longer. So I think it's a little bit of both. A bit of do we actually have the time to, I think it's all down to time in the end. Do we have the time to, if the person is comfortable with CAD, for example, do we have the time to actually migrate to Revit, or should we just do this at AutoCAD? Of course, my personal opinion would be, let's go to Revit because it's everything in one platform. But I totally agree with you. Totally agree. Kasha,
Yeah.
Enes, you guys want to?
Yeah, I think it's same for me as well. Depends what are we gonna do. In this case, if it's the chair, and if we just wanna iterate some ideas, what I would see, for example, useful that let's say that I use AI images to iterate some design options for the chair, like 6, 8, 10. Instead of modeling them on Rhino and spending time in Grasshopper, I would use maybe the tool that I was using, just like iterate them and see what's happening, what needs to be changed, because I have 10 different options. But if it goes to the production, yeah, then I would avoid that part. I would just go, yeah, in the tool that we actually need it. In this case, it can be Rhino. It depends also on the chair, right? It's a bit more complicated, so it goes mostly for Rhino Grasshopper. But maybe it was a bit more simple. Maybe Revit would be an ideal, let's say, situation. So yeah, as James said, and as all, of course, you guys said, yeah, it depends on the products that we have on our hands.
And for me, for the beginning of the process, just searching for inspiration, that probably would be, yeah, similar. Start with generating images from AI or sketching. And then to actually model it, in this case, the chair, that I think Rhino would be the best, because I think it's the most precise. And if you want to incorporate it in Revit, then I think the easiest way for this shape would be just to import it from either Rhino Insert or the
Or
programs
Speckle,
that,
for example.
yeah, or Speckle. And then you have that element in a Revit environment. But just modeling itself, I think if you decide for the design, then that's the way.
Yeah, I feel that the workflow that we were going, because before the workflow was Rhino Revit, and then sometimes back and forwards Rhino Revit. And I feel that now is AI Rhino Revit. And then I believe that in the future, this design change and design studies that we do in the middle of the phase might also be a combination between AI and Rhino there and Grasshopper. So one more step in the workflow.
Yeah.
I have no other questions, so if you guys wanted to add anything else.
Congrats, Olaf.
Yeah, well, I guess
Yes.
congratulations to Rhino, right? Not to me.
Congratulations, Rhino. Also
But
to you.
I will take it. Thanks.
I'll take it. I'm sure that you're pretty glad that you beat AI, right?
Yeah, definitely. But let's do it in like one year or in 2 years, and I think
It'll
will
be
be
interesting.
Very
Yes,
interesting.
yes,
Yeah, to follow up.
yes. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Thanks so much for
thanks.
coming and accepting this
Thanks
challenge. It
for
was pretty fun.
organizing. It's fun.
Thank you so much, Ryan, as well. It was really fun.
And take care. I see you soon.
Well done, guys.
Right.
Very
Later.
nice.
Thank you, James.
Wait.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
James.
Bye-bye.
Bye.